is time to go over your watch with you. So I always do this on the first watch that anybody ever gets from me, so they understand how the watch works. And then all future watches they already know. So here is your build. So there's that double Cerakote. Actually, whenever I was looking at this in person, sometimes I could see some green on the black on the inside, like on the sides, which means to me that he Cerakoted the whole thing in green, baked it, and then did the whole thing in black, and then knocked off the side. So there's that little mark I'm telling you about right there, and you'll get one like, come on man, focus on that. See how it's shiny right there? That's me hitting it with a Sharpie on both sides. So this thing will catch on that when that drops down. But that was the only thing that I was like, I'm not 100% in love with, but it just kind of goes with the territory, I guess. But there's your build. Super, super, super top notch on parts and everything. Man, I gotta hit this with some. Oh, I got air right beside me. You can see so much more with the camera than you can through naked eye. I was like, I didn't see any of that when I grabbed it out. Okay, so oh, someone was calling me. I was able to block it. Okay, so here is your build. There is your custom dial. I lumed that thing in green. We've got your green lumed ceramic insert. I think we can kind of see that in the daytime if I hit it with a UV light. Oh, it was blue lumed. That's right. Alien's in green. The hand's in green. The pips are in blue. And the bezel insert's in blue. So that's a ceramic bezel insert, so it will show fingerprints really easily. So just an FYI, if you're going to go take a picture, if you touch this, you're going to get a fingerprint on there. So your bezel on there is nice and tight. You can turn it this way. You can turn it that way. But it is on there hard. These are not clickable bezels. They're held on with a tension ring. An extra layer of Cerakote makes it super tough to move. So there's the watch. Let's go over your crown. So this is an automatic mechanical. So when you unscrew this, you'll hear it clicking, but it's not off the threads yet. You'll feel it when it pops off the threads, and you'll see a little bit of play there, right? You can, hold on, you can wind it, okay? I wind it like this, backwards and forward, because it's way easier than just trying to do this maneuver, right? If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you won't lose time throughout the day because you'll start picking up, you know, your end movement and everything to keep everything going. I do this for about 10 to 15 seconds, and it gets me more than a whole day, which is how it's still running right now. That's how I monitor it since I'm not wearing your watch. If you pull it out to the one and only click, you can now set the time. Fairly simple. It's not a hacking movement, so it's going to keep ticking. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:25 a.m.
11:25 a.m. But you'll notice that your crown flexes because there's a ball joint in there. It's a wobble crown, and it deflects lateral pressure on the stem into the movement. So when you're pushing down on it, you're tweaking on it, you're not bending the stem or tweaking the stem as it goes into the movement. So just give it a little tap. It should go right back on and thread right back down. So that is your wobble crown, and that's how that part works. So with your watch, you're going to have some nice color matching beads. You're going to have a nice little microfiber in there with green to go with everything. You will have some watch cleaner, which is good on all metal and glass parts. No residue. Good on any watch that you've got. And then, actually, I just got a weird line down that. That's kind of cool. I don't know what happened there. It must have burned or something. You'll see. And then last but not least, you'll have some fine scratch remover. So this is a 200 meter rated acrylic. But you can scratch it, and if you scratch it, this is just Novus 2 that I've repackaged off of Amazon because I send you so much. a tiny, tiny, tiny dab. I promise you, the tiniest of dabs, and then go against the scratch for about 10 to 15 seconds. Get a real good, like where you can kind of feel like some heat going with your thumb, and then buff it off, and that scratch will be completely gone. So that's how you handle those. But that is your build. All builds will have a wobble crown. All builds will have various levels of a tight bezel, but it's non-clicking. So some people don't go, hey, it's not clicking. I'm not sure what's going on. Hey, the crown is moving. I think I broke it. So I always go over the watches every time. But thank you so much for your support, man. And I will get this out to the mail to you, man. Appreciate it.